Yeah, obviously the circumstances today are, uh, and yesterday are very, very sad. Um, to, yeah, the first thing I will say is that obviously, like, I've known Naroditsky or I knew Naroditsky for many years. Like, we weren't, we weren't close, but we played a ton of games against each other online, and he was always, first of all, a great opponent, and but also very, very respectful, very nice. And I spent many, many hours not only watching his games, but also watching his streams, which were both, you know, exciting for his incredible gameplay, but also great explanations. Um, and funnily, he was kind of with me during two of my biggest moments last in the last year when I played him. I played him famously a few games on my wedding night after Ella had passed out, and from we both had a long day, and there had been some drinking, and she had passed out, and I was still awake, and I felt like I was too drunk to sleep, so I decided to play a few games, and I thought, regardless of what happens, it would be a funny story. And kind of because of that, I decided to play a few games when from from the hospital bed as well.
I told you guys the person who I heard it from was Eric Rosen. Like I saw him walking, and like I don't know what caused me to ask him, but like something in the way he was walking, like I felt like something wasn't right. And so I just asked him, I was like, is everything okay? And then Eric, Eric told me, and yeah. Also, I mean, just to be clear, when people talk about ethics and these things, Daniel was not a cheater. I'm just gonna say that he loved the game far too much. He loved the game far too much. And just because in Blitz with no increment he was so incredibly good, but he wasn't an elite player in classical chess. Like that means absolutely nothing. St. Louis Chess Club stopped the stream. They probably stopped the stream because they heard the news. They probably heard the news. My favorite memory of Daniel. I mean, I don't have a favorite memory of him specifically. Oh my god. Ugh. I just got a message. I just oh jeez, I can't read it, and it just makes yeah.
It's currently 9 in the morning where I am, and soon I will be flying to the funeral of a friend, of a pillar of the chess community, of a brilliant man, Daniel Naroditsky. It still doesn't feel real. It's like a bad dream that you just want to wake up from. And I wanted to wait a little while, maybe talk to the family, see what was the best way to unite the chess community moving forward, not just in an attempt to honor Danya, but frankly, in an attempt to bring him and his family any sort of justice for what Danya went through for the past year.
Yes. Again, Daniel Naroditsky, there's not anything you can say about his genius that everyone didn't see. One of those amazing personalities. And one of the great things he would do is he would have those impressions
He was great.
of players. And he could do a Gary Kasparov, just the drop of a hat. And you just
Hikaru
name it.
Nakamura. He was good.
Yes, he was just amazing. It had you laughing, but also so erudite, so knowledgeable on so many different subjects. Watching him as a commentator, we've been commentating for decades, Yaz.
Yeah. Yeah.
And watching him as a commentator, looking forward to him growing more and more into the role because he was already brilliant. And so how could he get better at this? Because he was able to have all these references. I love the way he would say some word and somebody sitting next to him would say, "What does that word mean? Like, what is that English?" And yeah, go look it up in the dictionary because he was just so knowledgeable about so much at such a young age. He wrote a book when he was like 14 or years old. An
Very
extraordinary
well received.
talent, young man, the intelligence level.
And he was always so funny. I mean, you cannot, he would play a game with you, you know, chess game, and he would always just crack jokes. And
Yeah.
He was one of the best human beings that I've ever met in so many different levels, both, well, primarily for me by his kindness and just how humble he was, and just how insanely kind he was to absolutely everyone he met, no matter if it was a stranger or a friend or anyone. He was always so kind. But apart from being an incredible human being, he was, of course, also an absolutely incredible chess player. He was so talented, so strong. One of the best chess commentators in the world, if not the best. My mother would always say that he was her favorite. And yeah, just an incredible human being. I would always be so amazed by the words he was able to use in commentary, and I always thought to myself, I want to be like Daniel Naroditsky.
Yeah, that was like at 2 a.m. and he said, "Oh, happy birthday, Sasha." I said, "Yeah, thank you." And I said, last words, what I said to him, I mean, personally, I said, "Daniel, don't worry about anything. Love you so much. And you are just the best. I'm happy." Actually, my last words was sportively.